Sorry. My beautiful collector's cup. Me likey. Love it. You guys love it when I point. What up, guys? Fears. Audience fears. What up? Listen. This has got to be one of my favorite collector's cups of all time. It's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I'd say my favorite. I'd say, you know what? It is. Because it is my favorite. Because up until then, I didn't have a Ghostbusters Collector Cup. So the Ghostbusters Collector's Cup would be my favorite. Then I love my Justice League Collector's Cup. That one's pretty good. Oh, no. It would go Ghostbusters, then my Michael Myers Collector's Cup, then my Justice League one, and then all the others. All right. Well, let's open up the chat. Let's get things rolling. Let's get things a-rocking. Lots to talk about. Lots and lots and lots to talk about. I'm going to have Larry on later. I'm going to try to call Randall. I think Randall's working because I tried to call him before the convention, during the convention, after the convention, and I just haven't heard from Randall all day. I called him on the way home, so I don't know what he's up to. He's probably working, though. So, yeah. Let's open up the chat. You know Randall. He'll sneak off and he'll work on something for a couple hours and leave fears, so there it is. Anyway. Called him on the way home. Let me open up the chat here. So we got 3 topics today. We got Super RetroCon Day 1 review. Then we got the Super RetroCon haul that I got. And then we're going to review Man with the Golden Gun. And I accidentally spelled a few things wrong in the title, so I'm going to have to fix that whenever this is over. But forgive fears. Anyway. I hope everyone's doing well. The chat is open. By the way, the super chats are on, so if you feel like giving Fears a super chat, go for it. The super stickers are on, so do that. Give me some likes, give me some 100s, give me some hearts, give me all that shit. Anyway, good to see everybody tonight. It's 9 o'clock, and it's time to stream, and it's time to party. I'll be honest, I took a little nap, and I took a shower. And I got something to eat, and then I decided to stream. Let me open up the Discord, because a couple of people in the Discord asked a couple of questions. So I want to refer to their questions whenever it's time. Because someone said, I posted some pictures in the Discord. I met Adam the Woo for the 3rd time. So yeah. So at some point, I'd like to get Adam the Woo on stream for an interview. So, I'm going to write him on Instagram, write him on Facebook one day and say, hey, man, I've written you 3 times, like, would you love to be on my podcast? I should have asked him today, but we were chatting about other things. So someone asked, what did you and Adam the Woo chat about? Well, I'm going to tell you here once we get into the show. It was a very good conversation. I actually got to hang out with him a lot. So that was kind of cool. I said, hey, are you coming tomorrow? I said, it's a 2-day show. And he was like, no, I got something else to do tomorrow. I'm just coming today. And I said, okay. So, yeah. But sorry for it being a little late. I was tired, and I wanted to take a nap, and then I wanted to take a shower, and then I was starving. I didn't eat anything at the convention. So, yeah. So I apologize that it was a tad bit late. But I'll be honest, like, doing these later shows have been actually kind of nice, More people are off work, And the more people off work, the more, like, viewers I get, the more hanging out with people. So, yeah. Because I want to hang out with as many, of the fans and friends as possible. So yeah. So, yeah. All right, so the Discord is The Discord's up. Yo! Vision says, nice shirt. Yeah, buddy. I wonder who made this shirt. That's right. The great Lord Visions made the shirt. Well, you know what, buddy? I hadn't worn it in quite a while, so I thought, you know what? I'll wear it. So, yeah. Listen, this is not only a shout-out to Visions, but this is a shout-out to everybody. I've got so much stuff to tell you guys. Today I had well, I'll be honest. Half the day was fun. The other half of the day was a nightmare, and let me tell you why. Half the day, everything at the convention was fun. The preparation for the convention was hell on earth, and when I got home, it was hell on earth. So let's start with the bad news, and then I'll get into the good news. So the bad news is I woke up, and I accidentally slept with my contacts in. So already, the chain of events was set in motion. I woke up when, oh shit, I forgot to take out my contacts. Took them out, put them in contact solution, got ready. The shirt I wore today in those photos, I don't know where the hell I placed the fucking shirt. So it took me an hour to find the fucking shirt, and I forgot that I put it in the closet. So I was looking through the closet, and I'm like, finally, there it was. So already I was late, and you guys know I hate being late to things. I fucking hate it. I cannot stand it. So I take a shower, finally put the fucking shirt on. Then when I put my contact in, because I wore them all night, I think what happened was when I put my contacts back in, I think like a hair, like an eyelash got on the contact, and I was going like that all day at the fucking convention because it was bugging the shit out of me. It was hurting my eyeball. Literally, Visions, I looked like, I don't know, maybe it's still red. Maybe it's still red. Maybe you guys can still see it. This eye was fucking red as hell because it was irritating me. And I took my contact out at least 3 times at the convention, and I ran it underwater. I was putting it back in. It was driving me nuts. Finally, I left the convention a little early. I got there at 11, and the convention went all the way till 5:30, and I left at 4:30. But getting home, that was a bitch. Tons of traffic. So I left at 4:30, but I didn't get home until like 5:45. There was so much fucking traffic. So half the day was a bitch and the other half of the day was good because I did buy some cool shit today, and I need to grab my backpack over there whenever I do my Super RetroCon haul. So, oh my god, though, and you know what? I don't know what was on my eye. It could have been an eyelash. The contact could have been flipped over because as soon as I got home, I took both the contacts out and they looked fine. Sometimes, though, whenever a contact irritates my eye, that means I've worn my contacts too long. And I'm not just talking about, like, wearing them by accident and sleeping in them all night. I mean, I have disposable contacts. You're only supposed to wear them, like, for 3 months, either 2 months or 3 months. Then you throw them away, and then you pop in some new ones. So tonight when I got home, I threw those away, and it must have been that, and the hair, too. Not the hair, an eyelash. So it was probably a combination of the two, because I took a shower, and then once I popped in 2 new contacts, no more hurting my eyes. And I said, okay, that's probably what it was. So I kid you not, Visions, everybody else, it was a bitch. Well, half the day was a bitch, because I was going like that, because my fucking eyeball, it was like, literally like someone said, hey, Fierce, guess what? Good news, sport. I'm going to pour battery acid on your fucking eyeball. And I was like, oh, okay, cheers for that. It hurt that much. Oh my god, it was nuts. What's up, Larry? Good to see you. And I'm going to call Larry here in a few minutes, because Larry said give him a few minutes. So that was the bad news. Another bit of bad news, my mom called me, and that was another reason why I was late. I guess she was just having a bad day. She said she went to go visit my dad, and she was upset, and she was crying. And I was like, oh, God. And the reason why I say, oh, God, is it's the worst sound in the world to hear your mother cry. Or at least it is for me. So I was like, well, listen, Fears, you're not a conceited jerk. Spend some time on the phone with your mom. So I basically sat here in my apartment for another 30 minutes, talked to her, and then I said, hey, Mom, do you mind if I talk to you on the phone while I'm driving to the convention? And so I got there like at 11:45. But if all that shit wouldn't have happened, I would have got there right at 8:30 when they opened up. But So I talked to my mom pretty much all the way to the convention. And I said, hey, I hope you have a good day. And after me and her had a good talk, then she started feeling better. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, Mom, don't ever apologize. I said, you can call me whenever you want. Call me whenever you want. Anytime, any day. I said, I don't care if I'm working. I don't care if I'm, whatever. Before work, after work, on the weekends, whatever. I said, you can call me whenever, Mom. You're my mother. She's like, yeah, but I don't want to keep bugging you. And I said, Mom, you're not bugging me. I said, you're not bugging me. And I said, I don't want my mom being like crying. And she's like, yeah, it's just one of those days where I miss your dad. I said, Mom, that's every day for you and me. I said, we're always going to miss him. I said, I think about Dad all the time. I said, Mom, what helps me is I stay busy. So I said, stay busy. So she said, oh, I am. She goes, me and my friend Pat went out to lunch today. Or, well, she said she was going to, because I was talking to her on the way to the con. I said, that's good. I said, go have lunch with your friend Pat. I said, I'm sure you'll feel better after you hang out with Pat for a little bit and get some lunch and get on with your day. So, yeah. Anyway, yo, what's up, Carmine? Friends and sports. Hi, y'all. Oh, there you go. Mr. Ragu, what's new? Oh, shit. Oh, getting fancy visions. There you are. Plus, it was so damn hot today. I mean, it was blistering. It was 92 out today. Now, normally that's an okay day for Florida, but there was no wind out. There was some wind when I got to the convention, but before the convention, oh my God, it was so hot. No wind. Finally, we got some wind at the convention because the convention was half outside, half inside. Thank God there was AC in the convention hall. I loved it. They were serving like coffee and cocoa and food and stuff. I was like, fuck coffee on a hot day like this. Fear's got some lemonade. Oh, yeah. So I hardly buy anything at a convention. Now, I didn't lie. I didn't buy any food. I just bought a drink because it was blistering hot. And I loved it. I told Larry this story. I called Larry right before the show. And Larry was like, hey, Fears, did you get ice? And I went, yeah, I got ice and then some. Because the lady goes, oh, do you want ice, sir? I went, yeah. I'm like, why wouldn't I? And she's like, how much ice? I said, lots. Lots of ice. I said, fill it up to the brim with ice. Thank you for the hearts. I don't know who was giving me hearts, but thank you. So once I downed that lemonade, then I cooled off. By the way, I got some lemonade in here. So yeah. Plus, I thought I would show off my collector's cup again. Eric called me today when I got home and was like, hey, Fears, did you see Frozen Empire? I was like, oh, I'm way ahead of you, buddy. And I said, wait a minute. I said, you haven't seen it yet, Eric? He goes, Fears, me and the wife, we're going tonight. And I said, well, when? And he goes, probably when you're, so he's probably seen it right now because he said, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there. And we're 1 hour ahead in Florida, so it's 8:21 in Missouri right now. So he's probably watching Ghostbusters right now. Thank you for the hearts again. And I said, I can't believe this, Eric. I said, what? I said, I'm the Ghostbuster master, so are you. And I said, and I beat you to the punch, buddy? And he's like, yep, yeah, you did, Fears. He goes, I'm married, I have a wife. And he goes, we're busy. And I said, I don't doubt it, but I said, I can't believe this. And he's like, well, Fears, what's most important is I'm going to go see it tonight. I said, that is true. That is true, buddy. Anyway. So let's start this off with a bang. I'm going to go grab my backpack, and I will show you guys all the stuff that I got. I should have grabbed it already. I apologize. But that's why half the day was shit, and the other half of the day was great, because my fucking eyeball was burning the bejesus out of me because I got an eyelash on it, or my contacts were too old, or whatevs. Keep up with those hearts, my friend. Keep them coming. Hearts. Hearts. More. Thank you. I appreciate that. I got the best fans in the world. I appreciate all the love, the blessings, and the prayers, and the hearts, and the 100%, and all the other goofy things that you can click on. You guys are awesome. So it was a good day. I just wish my eyeball wouldn't have been burning all fucking day. So, hey. There it is. Also, I've got more good news. I don't know if he'll do it. I hope. But I wrote Quentin, yes, Quentin, in the Discord. I said, look, man. I said, we're a lot older. and we're a lot wiser. Plus, I get sick and tired of arguing with people. I said, let's just be civil. And he said, I can be civil. And I said, well, you say you can be civil. How about you actually do it? And he claims that I'm still lying. I'm not lying, but I agreed with him. I said, I will continue to tell the truth. Because I haven't lied to you guys in a long time. I don't want to lie. It sucks that when Fears was younger, I cried wolf too many times, right? I cried wolf too many times. Now, some people in the community believe me these days. Like, okay, Fears has turned over a new leaf. No more tall tales. Others still don't believe me. And you know, that's okay because I'm not in control of their emotions. If they don't want to believe me, that's up to them. I know I'm telling the truth these days, you know. So, let's hope he means it and we can all be civil. Because I was like, I'm trying to patch up the community. Me and Mercenary, I decided to give Mercenary Man a second chance. And he said, thank you, Fears. I appreciate that. Mercenary Man's been civil. You know, I'm like, we don't have to be best friends. Just, let's be civil, you know. Enough with this troll shit. Oh, by the way, Pixel. By the way, Pixel, I thought it was funny. So I showed a picture of Adam the Woo and me. What does Pixel do? He pulled a funny on Fears. He takes the photo. He must have put it in Photoshop. Took me out of it. And then everyone was like, oh, you didn't meet Adam the Woo. I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm like, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to grab my phone and I'll just slide through all the photos. I'm like, I took the photo. I know it's the truth. All right, let's see. Before I go get my backpack, let's see. Carmine says, nothing new. What's new with you? Nothing. Same old Fears, conventions, work, editing videos, behind on videos, taking naps, the whole 9 yards. Oh, I think he was asking Visions. Excuse me. Vision says, not that much. Well, there you go. In a loop of time where days repeat, Fears faces a challenge that's hard to beat. With each morning dawn, the cycle restarts, leaving her trapped in endless heartbeats. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, Carmine. Okay. Carmine is losing his mind on camera. Oh, well, not on camera, in the chat. Excuse me. I don't know what the hell you're on about. Vision says he's a poet, and we didn't know it. What, me? Well, I mean, I did study some poetry classes in high school and college, you know, but I wouldn't call myself a poet, my friend. Yo, Fangirl Kate, what's up? Carmine says, I believe you met Adam. Well, I did meet Adam, just Pixel pulled a funny on me and was like, hey, Fierce, check this out. And then he removed me. And I was like, instead of getting mad, I was like, well, that's hilarious. I'm like, I'll just show everybody my phone and be like, here, like, and Larry makes a good point. He says, Fierce, I know you took it because in one of the photos I had my sunglasses on because my eye was hurting me so much. The first part of the vlog is going to have me with my sunglasses on it because every time I took off my sunglasses, everyone was like, Fears, like, what the hell is wrong with your eye? And I said, my eye is bothering me. There's something in there, and I can't get it out. It must have been an eyelash or something, because it was hurting me all damn day. Yo, CMG, what up, buddy? What's up? But I will show you guys some pics. The only thing that I regret, though, is I met Adam the Woo a third time. Fears, you're an idiot! Why did you not ask him, hey, Adam, would you ever want to come on my podcast? That would be a great official interview to do. What I did ask him, I said, hey, man, I said, we don't live too far apart. I said, you live down in Orlando, Celebration area. I said, I live out near Claremont. I said, hey, if you ever want to hang out, man, let me know. You know, I said, if you ever want to, like, vlog together or do, like, a video project together, let me know. I said, you can look me up on Facebook. And he's like, yeah, Fears. He goes, I followed your YouTube. He goes, I haven't followed all your other social media. I went, all right, cool, man. I said, I was just throwing the invite out there. So I said, hey, man, I said, if you ever want to, you know, hang out. I said, or not even film. I said, if you just want to hang out and grab some food, let me know. And he goes, oh, I definitely will, Fears. And he did say it was good to see me again. And I said, hey, man, I said, good to see you. So, yeah. Visions, you can ask me whatever questions you want, buddy. CMG says, how's Sam been? I'll be honest, CMG, I don't know how Sam's been. I hope he's doing well, but he kind of left the community, and I consider us still friends because I never did anything to him. But one day he just up and walked off, and I never heard from him ever again. So, yeah. But CMG, it's good to see you because you haven't been in the chat in a long time. Recently, you've been in the chat, and I appreciate that. Thank you for those continuous hearts. Now, let me go grab my phone, and let me grab my backpack so I can show you guys what I got today. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to first show you guys all the pictures. So thanks to Pixel, you son of a bitch, nobody believes me! How dare you, Pixel? Unbelievable. Unbelievable! Pixel, I'm just joking. I don't care. I thought it was fucking hilarious. He like literally took me out of the photo. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Anyway, let me show you the pictures of what I took today. All right. So, there we go. So I saw that, I'm sorry, not Ghostbuster car. I saw that Jurassic Park car again. So, Jurassic Park car, Jurassic Park car. Oh, shit, hang on. And then there's the entrance, Super RetroCon. And then there's Super RetroCon. There's the DeLorean Time Machine. There's me and Adam, the first one. There we go. And look, there's the time. It says today on it, so I took the photo. I don't know what type of car this is. I forgot the name of this car, but they had that at Super RetroCon. I forgot the name of this car, so if anybody knows the name of that car, let me know. Then they had this really cool picture of Tron. That was pretty sweet. And then, I don't know what they were trying to do, but like, somebody had set up like their 80s version of an 80s bedroom, and so I took a photo in the 80s bedroom. So that was kind of cool. So they set it up where you could like take photos in the 80s bedroom and 80s/90s. That was pretty cool. So there's more pictures of the 80s bedroom. And then there's another picture of the DeLorean Time Machine. And I donated to the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Research Foundation because the people that set this booth up, they were asking for donations. So I got it on camera. And what's really cool is you see this. You see the Mr. Fusion. So the guy said, well, if you're going to make a donation, he goes, give me your camera, fold up your $20. I donated $20. And he goes, there was a little slit right here. I either put it right there or I put it right up. I put it right up here on the top or on the side. I can't remember. And there was a little bin inside Mr. Fusion holding all the donations. And I went, oh, that's cool. CMG says, you know what, Fears? It's just a fucking red car. Fair enough. Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough. All right. So I donated $20 because they need it more than I do. Plus, it sucks that Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's disease. But you know what? I've watched a lot of interviews about him, and he says, I just keep the positive energy up. He doesn't let the disease run his life. Even though it does run his life, you know what I'm trying to say, it doesn't get him down. He's the most optimistic guy I've probably ever seen, you know? There's me in front of the DeLorean Time Machine. Not only did I get to take a picture in front of it, but when you guys see the vlog, I said, hey man, I said, can I film inside real quick? And I said, can I film like me donating? And that's when the guy suggested, he goes, well, if you're going to make a donation, he goes, give me the camera. And then there's a little slit over here and you can put it in Mr. Fusion. And I was like, no, I'm like, you're shitting me, right? And he goes, no. He goes, we want people to put it in Mr. Fusion. And I was like, oh, well, that's fucking cool. And then he goes, yeah, of course. He goes, you can get inside and film whatever you want. I said, well, what I'm going to do is, I said, I'm going to have you hold the camera. And then I said, I want to input my birthday on the time circuits. And he goes, well, you better let me do that because people don't know how to push the buttons and I have it programmed a certain way. And I went, oh, okay. So he held the camera, or I held it. And then I think his name was Austin, the guy that owned the car. And he went, all right, Fears, what's your birthday? And I said, October. So he said, okay, 10 for because on the calendar, October's the 10th month. And he goes, what day, Fears? I was like, October 28th. And he said, what year? And I said, 1983, baby. And then I think he said something like, oh, good year, like the same year they filmed Ghostbusters. And I was like, damn right, they filmed Ghostbusters in 83, and it came out in theaters at 84. And then he goes, now push that clear button, Fears. So I pushed it, and it popped up. So I was like, nice, I'm going to time travel back when Fears was just being born. A little Fears was born on that day. So there it is. So that'll all be in the vlog. There's another one of me. And then I don't know what this is, but it looked like a really cool robot. So if you guys know what this is, you let me know. They said it's from a television show. I don't know from what, but it looked cool. I took a photo of it, got it in the vlog, but I have no idea what the hell it is. And then here's me with an old friend, an old classic. It's an oldie but a goodie. Yeah, baby. Knight Rider was there, so I filmed in the Knight Rider car yet again. There's me again. Oh, and by the way, look, I'm pointing because you guys love it apparently you guys love it when I point at stuff. I'll be honest, Visions, I shit you not. I didn't think pointing at stuff would become a Fears-ism. And I shit you not. I wasn't trying to make it a Fears-ism. I swear on my life. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. Oh, look, I just pointed. I only did it in the vlog, I swear to God, for this reason. You know when you watch a movie or you watch a vlog, sometimes you guys miss things. Well, I would point at things because I didn't want the audience to not miss it. So I'd be like, hey guys, look at that. And I would point to it. That's how it started, I swear to God. Oh shit, someone's texting the crap out of me. You hear that? It was like ding, 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 ding. But that's how it started. Give me 1 second. Okay, my buddy Eric texted me and my mom texted me. Let's see what mommy said. I love you, John. Thanks for making my day extra special. You're welcome, Mom, because she was so upset. I mean, I had to put on my son duties and, make her happy. Because I don't want my mom being sad. So I'm going to text her back. Love you, Mom. You're the best. Yeah, dude. There it is. See? You're the best. And I'll be honest, Visions, I sent my mom a photo and said, hey, Mom, guess what? I met Adam the Woo a third time, my favorite YouTuber. Of course, she didn't know who that was. And I was like, she goes, is he big? And I went, Mom, trust me, he's big. She's like, and she kind of knows what subscribers are. She was like, because my mom's older. And she's like, are subscribers like the people that watch? I said, yeah, exactly. She goes, oh, well, how many does he have, John? I said, Mom, you know how I have like a couple thousand? And she went, yeah. I said, well, Adam the Woo has got a couple of thousand and then some. I said, he's like in the hundreds of thousands. And she goes, really? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, he's great. Now, will Fears ever get hundreds of thousands? Probably not. But with every new day, I keep up the good fight. And, whenever I die, whatever subs I end up getting, then that's what I end up getting. But at least Fears tried his best. And I love my loyal fans. We've got a nice little small community. But it's a great community, my friends. So yeah. All right, let's go back to the photos. Okay, I don't know what this is from. But you guys tell me. It looks like some type of zombie. Visions, you're a horror master. You're the horror master like I am. I don't know what this is, but I looked at it and I was like, that thing's fucking awesome. I'm gonna put it in my vlog and I'm gonna Instagram it. It looks like a zombie, but it could be from, I don't know if it's from Resident Evil, a video game. You guys let me know, because the guy said, this is how good this guy is. I walked past his booth, right? And he goes, oh, these aren't statues. And I went, they're not? I'm like, they look like statues of like famous movie characters. And he had a Scorpion too. And he goes, well, some are famous movie characters and some are video game characters, but they're not statues. And I looked at the guy like he was nuts, and I said, they look like statues to me. And he goes, look harder. And I looked, and I said, what am I looking for? And he said, check out my sign behind me. So I go like that, and behind him, he called his, I think it was called, his business was called Cake Studios. So all these statues are made 100% out of cake, but they look so lifelike. I didn't think they looked like cakes. That's why I was like, I'm taking a photo of this. I'm fucking Instagramming this, because this is the most detailed cake I've ever seen in my life. But maybe you guys can tell me what it's from. Now, when you see it, you're not going to believe me. I swear to God, it's going to be in the vlog. This is made out of cake. Right here, look at that. That's a cake. But he said it's like some famous character. I don't know what it's from, but you guys tell me. So I just zoomed up like that. I was a little far away. I was probably like this far away, and I just zoomed in about right there. So I'll show it to you again. I don't know what character it is, but if you guys know what character that is, but that's made entirely out of cake and icing and frosting. And he said he paints the frosting and the cake 100% cake. You guys will see it in the vlog. And I was like, damn, that's impressive. There's another thing. There's another one he made out of cake. There's another one. And then here's Scorpion. All those are made out of cake. And I was like, damn, that looks good. Here's another one. That is entirely made out of cake. And I was like, these are so cool. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat. I think the money goes into a bucket. Well, yeah, it does, Carmine. It just is. I thought it was so cool. Like, I was getting ready to shoot the video, and he's like, can I make a suggestion? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he goes, well, there's a little hole. There's a little opening in Mr. Fusion. And at first, I thought he was joking. I went, you're shitting me, right? And he goes, no. He goes, we want all the donations to go. And he goes, something happens when you put the money in. So I put the money in, and then all of a sudden, Mr. Fusion started talking to me, and it says a famous movie quote. So I guess there's a sensor, Carmine. So here's the hole. I slipped the money into it, right? And then you hear Doc Brown saying, 1.21 gigawatts! Great Scott! And all that other crap. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't know if it was loud enough to get caught on camera, but it's on there. So, Vision says, Michael J. has mastered the handshake. Perfect for meeting fans. Well, I wouldn't know, Visions. I've always wanted to meet Michael J. Fox. I mean, I think it's cool. It sucks that he has Parkinson's, but what's the word I'm trying to think of? I'm glad it doesn't I'm glad, even though it runs his life, and I'm sure it's very difficult to live with that, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm glad that he doesn't let it ruin his life. Like, he's the most optimistic guy. And he said, I genuinely believe that we're going to find a cure for it one day. And he said, the goal is to shut down my research fund, because with all that money, we find a cure. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So I donated $20 to it. So yeah. Because again, he's a cool actor, seems like a cool guy. But yeah. But the people that were running the booth, made this documentary. Let me grab it. It's right over here. So I'm gonna take this documentary tomorrow and have them sign it. It's a husband and a wife, and they're not like Michael J. Fox assistant. They work inside his Parkinson's research foundation, and they drive around the DeLorean time machine all over the United States gaining donations. And I bought their documentary, and it's right down here. Let me find it. See, now that I'm trying to find it, I probably won't be able to find it. It's somewhere down here. But I'm going to take it tomorrow and have them sign it. I just got to find it. Give me 1 second. I hope I can find it, because I want to show it to you guys. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I can't find the damn thing. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here, right here. Back in time. So, the same two people that were running that booth, they're not on the back cover, but the same two people that drive the time machine are in this, and they helped make this documentary. And Michael J. Fox is in it. All the actors from so this one talks about how it's all three things. It talks about how the film was made, how they restored the A car, which is the screen use car, the main one. And then the other half of the documentary is about his research foundations, Michael J. Fox's Parkinson's Foundation. And you see those two people that I met today at the booth. His name is Austin, and her name is, I don't recall, but it's in the vlog. I asked them their name, and I asked her on camera, how much money have you raised for the Parkinson's Foundation? And I think she said over $888,000. And it started with an 8, and I was like, damn. So if I'm wrong on that number, it's in the vlog. I remember her saying 800 something. So forgive me if I forgot. It's something like that. It started with an 8. So I said, well, guess what? I'm going to make a donation. And that's when that guy said, oh, hey, can I make a suggestion? And I said, yeah. And he goes, put it in Mr. Fusion. And I was like, all right. And then he goes, a surprise will happen. And at first I tried to push it back. You know how Doc pushes it back and throws in the beer and shit, and he puts the can in? He's like, oh no, he's like, don't pull it back. He goes, there's a little slit on the top. And I just put the money in, and then it said something. So I'm going to take this tomorrow. And I said, how much would it be to get this signed? And he went, you know what, John, since you already made a donation, he's like, bring it tomorrow, and I'll just sign it for free. And I was like, oh, sweet. I'm like, oh, that's on my bet. I'm like, right on. So, fuck yeah, guys. So, plus, anytime I can help people out, that's what Fears is all about, you know? All right, let me get to the chat. Let's see here. Let's see. Split it up in the parking lot. No, they don't do that. You fully know how to push the buttons. You know what, Carmine? I did, but the guy, whenever he was filming, said, because I guess it was because it was his time machine, he said off camera, hey, why don't you let me do it? And in my mind, I'm like, I already know how to do it, because of the fucking movie. But he said, I have it programmed a certain way. And I was like, oh yeah, man. I'm like, it's your time machine. I'm like, you tell me what to do and I'll do it, So he just said, I'm going to ask you again on camera what your age, not your age, what your birthday is. And he said at the end, he goes, Fears, push on the left-hand side, push this silver button. And I went, okay. And so I already knew how to do it, Carmine, but I was like, well, if this guy's got it programmed a certain way, I don't want to fuck up his time machine. And yeah, I was like, I'm like, whatever you want, man, whatever's easier for you. I'm like, I just want to get my birthday on the time circuits. And he was like, oh yeah, fair enough. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Vision says there's something interesting about it. I can't put my finger on it. What are you on about, Visions? There's something about what? Yeah. Oh, is that what it's from, John? Stranger Things? What, that zombie-looking guy? Okay, that's cool. That's Treebeard from Lord of the Rings. Okay. Well, I had no idea who he was. So, yeah. Did you get to taste any of them? Unfortunately, no, Visions. I wanted a piece. I really did. And he said, well, unfortunately, I made these for the show. And he goes, if anyone touches them or cuts a piece out, he goes, you know, they'll become, you know, it'll probably cave in. And he goes, we may have some to taste tomorrow. So if they have any to taste tomorrow, this is his words, you guys. I'm not lying. I asked him, Visions. I said, oh, I would love to, like, cut me a slice and try one for my vlog. And he goes, oh, I would too, man. He goes, but I made these 3 days ago, and I put them in the fridge for this convention. And I said, you made all 3 of these? He goes, yeah. He goes, it only takes a couple of hours on each cake. I was like, okay, fair enough. And then he goes, so I think I'm just going to display them today, and then I'm going to switch them out tomorrow, and I may do some taste testing for everybody tomorrow. I went, well, listen, I said, if you do have, like, some cake on a plate, I said, I'm going to film which cake it's from, and then me trying it, I said, and then I'll let you know how good it tastes on camera. And he goes, yeah, he goes, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do any taste testing. He goes, but if I do, he goes, the cake will be on plates all over my booth. And I went, okay, I'm like, that's fair enough. So, yeah. But no, to answer your question, Visions, I didn't get any taste testing today. Hopefully tomorrow, though. Hopefully. Carmine, giving all the hearts. Okay, well, thanks, Carmine, for telling me, because usually when people give me hearts, this is what I suck about. This is why certain things about YouTube sucks. 2 things that I hate about YouTube. 1, I would like to know who's giving me the hearts so I could say, hey, such and such, thank you. But they never tell you where the hearts are coming from, so I just say, I do my classic fears response. Whoever's giving me hearts, thanks, I appreciate that, because I really do. The other thing I hate is the whole blocking shit. Once you're blocked, it's like you're blocked for life. Then you unblock them. You have to go in here and then unblock them on this. That's why I tell people, if I give you a second chance, just make a new profile, please. Pretty please. Because it's such a bitch. Going in, do I unblock them here? Do I unblock? It's a pain in the ass. So, yeah. Yo, the greatest emperor, what's up? He says, hello there, Fears. Hello. Let's see. Carmine says, this is like Easter. Not yet, Carmine. That's next weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do an Easter vlog. I may, because my church has already asked me, hey, Fears, can you... Not Matt Man. There's a Matt that goes to my church. Not Matt Man. Because one time I said Matt. And everyone's like, what, Fears? Matt Man goes to your church? I'm like, oh, fucking hell. I'm like, here we go. I'm like, no, he doesn't. Another Matt. I said, there is other Matts in the world, you know. So I've already gotten the Easter Bunny duties 2 times in a row. So I guarantee you they're going to put me on Easter Bunny duty next weekend. So me, Matt, and Matt has... Maxwell. Maxwell is like my little buddy, my little pal, that's always in the vlogs at church. He's such a cool little dude. And now that Maxwell's getting older, Matt came up to me at church last weekend and said, hey, Fears, do you mind if, since Maxwell's getting older, he's like, do you mind whenever me and you start hiding the eggs? He goes, do you mind if I bring my son out and he could help us hide some eggs? I was like, no. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, is he going to be in the Easter egg hunt? And he goes, yeah. I said, well, I'm like, that's a little unfair. He's going to know where the eggs are. And he's like, yeah. He goes, but he really wants to help me. And I said, sure, Matt, go for it. I said, it's your son. So Matt's got duties, Easter Bunny duties. Now Maxwell, me, And I guarantee you, Matt's wife, Jen, she's a very nice lady. So all 4 of us are going to be hiding eggs next weekend. So I may vlog, I may not. I'm already like 9 vlogs behind, so I'm like, what's another vlog? Maybe, you know. So we'll see. But I'm on Easter Bunny duties. Let's see here. There we go. I'm just scrolling down. Oh, man. I'm tired. It was a full day today. All right, let me call Larry. Before I show you guys all this, let me... Visions, what were you talking about? Hang on, what was your other comment? You said there's something interesting about it I can't put my finger on. What were you on about, buddy? It's not really rigged, Larry. I mean, Maxwell is only like 9 or 10, you know, so he just wants to help his dad. I mean, I understand. Like, I got to help out my dad hide the eggs when I was a little kid. Normally, if I helped my dad, I would just get some of the eggs. I would let the other kids. When I was a kid, I was like, well, that's not really fair. I know where the eggs are. So I said, I'll still be in the egg hunt, but I'll let them have more eggs, and I'll just grab a few. But I remember my dad a couple times was the Easter Bunny, and he would hide them. And I'd be like, hey, Dad, can I help you? And he'd be like, all right, John, just don't tell any of the other kids. Come and help me. And I was like, okay, cool. Oh, you were talking about the pointing being the new fearsism. Okay, I got you. Well, listen, to add on to that, Visions, like what you said, there's some... Oh, I get the joke now. There's something interesting about it. I can't put my finger on it. I got you. That's clever, buddy. That was clever. See, Fears is so tired, I didn't get that. That was like a parody on a parody, Visions. Very clever. Very clever, buddy. Love it! But I didn't intend it to be a fearsism, but, you know, there you are. Hey, listen, as long as you guys enjoy it, Fears will keep on pointing. I didn't mean for it to be a fearsism, though, but apparently it is now. All right, before I show you guys the nerd haul, I'm going to call Larry and have a little chat with him. And then I'll show you guys the rest of the photos. Because I took not a shitload, but I took a decent amount of photos today. It was a pretty good convention, besides my eye killing me. Alright, let me call Lord Larry. Larry, you son of a bitch. You better get on that phone. I'm sure he will. Oh, wait, Larry said he wasn't home yet. Okay, my bad. I'll call. Let me know when you get home, Larry, and I'll give you a call. Because I don't want you talking and driving. I don't want you crashing or whatever. So, yeah. Crackpot says, Fears, what a moron. You said, yeah, dude, to your mom. Who cares? Why can't I say, yeah, dude, to my mom? I'm glad I made her feel better today. Because she wasn't... My mom has these days where, you know, it's hard for her because she still misses my dad. I mean, I still miss my dad, but my mom was sobbing on the phone. So, of course, Crackpot, I'm going to be a good... oh, my God, not husband. God, I'm tired. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say, of course I'm going to be a good son and make my mom feel better, you know? So, and plus, you guys hear me say, yeah, dude, all the time, you know? So, who cares, you know? So, I'm not a moron for saying, yeah, dude, to my mom, Crackpot. That was a little hurtful. All right, well, I'm going to call Larry back. All right, so let me show you guys the rest of the photos. By the way, Visions, I showed Adam the Woo the picture, the AI picture that my buddy made of Fears Man, and he was like, Fears, your friend made that? And I was like, yeah, and he goes, that's awesome. I said, have you seen any of my Fears Man cartoons? He said, I saw the trailer, the very first trailer, Fears, where you introduce Fears Man. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I said, Adam, watch the 4 episodes. Watch the 4 episodes. All right, here we go. So another Knight Rider pick. course, Stay Puft. Had to get a picture of him. A proton pack. These are the two people that are in the documentary that was running the booth that met Mr. Fox. So that's pretty cool. Super Retro Con. Check out this, Visions. Old posters from the 80s. That one. Goonies, of course. Which, by the way, buddy, one day whenever we hang out, buddy, I swear to God, we are going to every single one of those Goonie locations. Visions, you don't even have to be in the shot. You can film me. Fears has got to run out of that fucking... hopefully it's still there. Hopefully it hasn't been torn down. That fucking Portland, Oregon jail cell. And I'm going to recreate it. I'll probably just rent a rental car, Visions, you know. Or we'll use the Visions mobile. And be like, I don't have the handle. Open the lock. I have to do that. It's a must. It's like an itch I have to scratch. And I got to wear my fucking fedora hat, you know, when he runs out of the fucking... jail and shit, he puts on the Indiana Jones hat. And that is something from another movie. Because Steven Spielberg was the producer, he told that actor, hey, well, I was on set every single day because I directed Indiana Jones, so fucking put on this Indiana Jones hat when you run out of the jail cell. It's like one of the exact hats that Harrison Ford wear. It was probably he probably just grabbed it from his Steven Spielberg movie prop collection and said, hey, this is one of the actual hats. Put it on your fucking noggin and run through the scene, you know? How much were those posters? I know one of them was $10. Let me see if the price is on them, Visions. Let me zoom in on the photo. I know one of them was $10. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, the Goonies one says 20. Let me zoom in. The Indiana Jones one is 10. Yeah, so I may go back and get that Goonies poster. And I don't know where, but I thought about it. If I get it. So I'm going to try and talk her down, this lady. It's not the Chinese lady. She wants 20 for it. I know I'll be able to talk her down. Either 5 or 10. 5's pushing it, but I can probably get her down to 10. I'm thinking about getting it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. My friend Robbie Retro with his wife. Then I jumped in. I loved it how they made this fake like 80s bedroom, and then we stood in it and took some photos. That was fucking cool. I was like, nice. And then Jeff had, by the way, shout out to my friend Jeff. Jeff outdid himself. He comes up to me, he gives me a hug, he's like, Fears. And I said, what? He was like, bigger than last year? I went, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, way bigger. And he goes, yeah. He goes, remember last year we only had like 250 tables? And I was like, yeah. He goes, guess what, Fears? 500 tables today, buddy. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I tried to get footage of everything. I had to go around quickly, though. I only stayed there for a couple hours because my eye was burning the Christ out of my fucking skull. Because whatever was in my eye was killing me. So, yeah. Let's see, what else? And so he had all these neon signs around, so that was pretty cool. There's me and my friend Robbie again. There's another one of us. And then, Visions, you asked about this. So, you asked about this t-shirt. So, this is my friend Dewey. His real name is Dewey. And he told me that he made this freaked t-shirt for the actual con. I don't know what Freaked is. I don't know if that's a movie or if it's a television show. But he said, hey, Fierce, what do you think of my shirt? And I was like, I didn't tell him that I didn't know what it was. Just from an outsider's point of view, I was like, yeah, it's a pretty cool shirt. Now, in my mind, I said, I don't know what that's from. But it could be from a band. It could be from a movie. You guys would know before I would. But I didn't want to lie to my friend Dewey. So I was like, I call him Do sometimes. Sometimes I call him Dewey. Sometimes I call him Do. His real name is Sean. So it's not the Sean from work. It's another Sean. So I just call him either Do or Dewey. So I was like, Do, looking pretty good, man. So yeah. So there we are. And then they had all these like retro games. Some games I had never even seen. They had Atari. Oh God, what was the number on it? Atari 750 or Atari 800 or whatever the hell it was. I know what an Atari is, but I know they had different versions. Then they had Dreamcast there. They had Super Nintendo. They had the regular Nintendo. They had Sega Genesis. Then they had the other version of Sega, which I can't remember what that one was, so refresh my memory. Then they had GameCube. They had fucking PlayStation 1. Tons of retro stuff. Now, I didn't play any. I'm going to play those tomorrow, now that my eyeball isn't killing me anymore. But I went around and I filmed them all for the vlog. And I was like, man, this shit is old but good. Old but good. Oldie but goodies. So yeah. Yo, Chicken Wizard. Chicken Wizard, I wish you could have been there today. Because I've met Chicken Wizard in real life. Dude, the last time we hung out at a convention, man, did we not have a good time, buddy? I mean, Chris's Toy Man Toy Show was fucking legendary, my friend. Although, Chicken Wizard, I'm not trying to start shit, but I'm kind of jealous. You walked away with that fucking, what was it? You had the Godzilla thing, and then you had the poster. You had something else. You had some horror thing. You bought a horror, like a Jason mask, or you bought a, what the hell was it? Or a Camp Crystal Lake poster or some shit. You know what I'm talking about, Chicken Wizard. What was it? Because remember, I looked at you and said, I'm jealous, man. I want it. And then you were like, yeah, Fears, you're not getting this. And I was like, yes, I am. And then you're like, no, Fears. I was like, I'm like, all right. I know we're buddies and we're pals, but man, I was like, oh, God, I want that fucking thing. It was so good, though. I don't remember what it was, though. It was either a Jason mask or a... Because I remember for sure, you bought, like... Remember Chicken Wizard? You bought the Godzilla statue. And then, I like the movies, but, I mean, the toys are all right. I like Godzilla movies more. And then you had the 2 or 3 posters. I just don't remember what type of poster it was. Was Chicken Wizard, refresh my memory? Because remember I went nuts about it. I was like, oh, dude, you beat me to it. I wanted that, you know? And I think it was a Camp Crystal Lake poster. I think. But if I'm wrong, Chicken Wizard, let me know. But anyway, buddy, as soon as I get back into town, man, we are hanging out. We are hanging out. So, yeah. Let's see here. I don't know what you're on about, Visions. Vision... Opius Fears? Hopefully that's how you say it. You have to explain, Visions. I don't know what that is. Anyway. Let's see. Do. Yeah, do. Dewey's a cool guy, Visions. You would like him. He's so down to earth, so chill. He loves, like, Fears vlogs and the streams. And literally, he came up to me, not today, at the last con, and he shook my shoulders and was like, Fears, more streams. And I was like, what do you mean? I do a stream every day. He goes, I need more, Fears. 2 a day. I'm like, 2 a day? And I'm like, what? He's like, Fears, more. I was like, dude, I said, I'll tell you what. I said, I'll meet you halfway. And he's like, what, Fears? And he didn't say it today. He said it at the other con. And he goes, 2 a day. And I said, I don't know if I can do 2 a day. I said, I'll tell you this. I said, I'll make the 1 stream a day longer. And he went, all right, fair enough, Fears. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing 2 a day. I'm like, I need to sleep sometime, you know? Chicken Wizard says, I thought it was some other guy who got the Tarman. That's what it was. I'm sorry, Chicken Wizard. It wasn't you. Remember, before we did our little interview and before we took some pics, which, by the way, Chicken Wizard, I just posted all the pictures of me and Chicken Wizard. So if you don't mind, I'm going to show the fans what you look like here in 2 minutes. But yeah, before you tap me on the shoulder, me and Eric, because Eric left, my best friend. He had to go to work, and he didn't want to be in my vlog because Eric's very private. So before I met you, you tapped me on the shoulder while me and Eric were hanging out. But I said, hey, you don't mind hanging out until my buddy leaves. I said, then we'll do our interview, Chicken Wizard. So Eric left, but before Eric left, Eric went, hey, Fierce, check this out. And remember Chicken Wizard? I remember telling you this. Eric went, hey, Fierce, and he grabbed Tarman, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm like, I want to get Tarman. And I looked at the guy and said, you know what, man? I said, if nobody else buys them and you can bring the price down a little bit, I'm buying this Tarman. And the guy's like, yeah, man, we'll see. It's first come, first serve. I walk back around the table, and I'm like, son of a bitch, it's gone. So it wasn't you at all, Chicken Wizard. It was the other guy. My bad. But thanks for jogging my memory, buddy, because, you know, my mind is, sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not here. But I wanted that fucking, oh, it was so good. He had, like, slime and shit dripping off him. He's all, like, all that shit. Oh, my God. It was so rad. I should have bought it. I should have bought it right there and then. And I was like, hey, guess what, Fears? You just fucked yourself in the ass. Hard. So, one of these days, mark my words, I will find a Tarman. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Larry says, have to go back into work. Might be a few. Oh, well, you know what, Larry? If you can't come on tonight, buddy, then I'll have you on tomorrow. Don't worry. Brought the keys home by mistake. Oh, no worries. If I'm still streaming by the time you get back, I'll invite you on. But if not, no worries. Chicken Wizard, do you mind if I show everybody what you look like? Because now everyone will have a face, you know, to a profile. Because that's one of my favorite things. Like, meeting my fans. Like, I'll give you an example. You know that guy, Matthew? Matthew's in the chat sometimes. And Matthew did the same thing like Chicken Wizard did. I'm at a toy show. I'm at Toy Man before I moved. Matthew taps me on the shoulder. He's like, hey, Fears, I'm Matthew in the chat. I'm a big fan. I went, oh, dude, hey, awesome. Nice to meet you. And he goes, well, I got you a gift. And he got me VHS tapes of Ghostbusters 1 and 2. And I looked at him and said, I appreciate this. I've already got Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on VHS in my collection. But then I looked at him and said, but because you're a fan and now you're my friend, there's never enough Ghostbusters. Thanks, buddy. You rule. And I gave him a fist pound. And then I just unzipped my backpack and grabbed the 2 VHSs and put them in. And there you are. So, yeah. So I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind, Chicken Wizard. But I'm going to show everybody what Chicken Wizard looks like. But before, let's finish the pictures that I did today, my friends. So, game room. There's another picture of me and Adam the Woo. Another picture of the DeLorean time machine. I tried to like zoom up so you guys could get tons of detail, you know what I'm saying? And then, who's this? Hang on, right here. There's me and the master, me and Jeff. Me and Jeff. There it is. All right. Well, I hope you don't mind, Chicken Wizard. Stop me if you don't want me to, but I'm about to show everybody what the old Chicken Wizard looks like. I just posted them. And hang in there, Chicken Wizard. I swear on my life, I swear on my father's grave, I will post that Toy Man Toy Show shit. I promise you. All right. Here we go. So, this is the show I'm talking about. So, there's me and Eric. There's me and Chris. There's Chris's brother. There's the Star Wars lady. That's my buddy Jordan. That's my buddy Chris in Missouri. There's a ghost trap. Slimer. Ghost Pack. And then there's Chicken Wizard right there. There's Chicken Wizard. And Visions, look. What is he wearing? Not Camp Crystal Lake. He's wearing Sleepaway Camp Visions right there. What is that right there? What's her name again? Amanda, or whatever the hell her name is. Or Ashley. Well, it's not really a she. She's got a dick. That's the end of the movie where she's like, ah! She's got like, she's holding like her boyfriend's head and blood is all over her like penis and her chest and shit or whatever the hell it was. And then here's a picture of Matthew. So there's Matthew that gave me the VHS tapes. And there's me and Chicken Wizard just hanging out. That was moments before me and Chicken Wizard's interview. So there it is. And he's got that flowing beard. And the flowing mustache. And that long-ass hippie hair. So hell yeah. I mean, you were selling it, Chicken Wizard. I mean, that beard was pretty thick. There it is. But Angela, that's her name. Not fucking Ashley. Angela. Because as soon as I met you, Chicken Wizard, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, Chicken Wizard, I'm like, Visions is going to love that shirt. And he goes, yeah, I know he would, Fierce. And I'm like, Sleepaway Camp. I'm like, that is one of the most weirdest movies I've ever seen. And he's like, oh, you didn't like it, Fierce? I said, no. I said, I loved it. But Visions, there's a shitload going on in that movie. Like, Angela, like, walks into the kitchen, and then there's that big fat tub of shit guy that's like a pedophile trying to, like, hit on Angela and that other kid. And then Angela's like, hey, big fat tub of lard, fuck you. And she pours the hot water, like, and burns the shit out of his face, like, third-degree burns. Then the cop is an idiot, and he's like, well, you know, there's only been a few murders, so we'll keep the camp open. And I'm like, you're a fucking moron. One death, you should have closed the camp. Then Angela, she's fucking weird because she's really a dude. Then, like, her aunt, I don't know, I swear to this day, Visions, I don't know if the aunt is a woman playing a woman or a guy playing a woman because I can't tell. The person that plays Angela's kooky nanny or her aunt or whatever, yeah, that whole movie, it's good. It's just, there's a lot of shit going on in that. And then, I don't need another son. We want a daughter. And I'm like, why don't you just accept her or him or whoever for who they are? But the aunt is fucking kooky out of her or his mind. And he's like, no. I want a daughter. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, there it is. So I liked it, but there's a lot going on in that fucking movie. You know? So, I don't know, Chicken Wizard, Visions. I don't know if I'm ready for Sleepaway Camp Part 2. Enough, I think 1 was enough for me for a while, but eventually I want to watch 2, 3, and 4. And then Pixel told me, I think there's a 5. Is there? I can't remember. Hello, Chicken Wizard. Nice. Wow, he does kind of look like a wizard. I mean, I guess. So that's the great Chicken Wizard. So it was an honor to meet Chicken Wizard. But yeah, I just posted those pictures last night before I went to bed. So yeah. That was at the toy show. But Chicken Wizard, because you don't have a lot of social media, before I come into town, either make a profile and write me on LC's Discord, because I definitely want to hang out with you again when I get back to Missouri, because Chicken Wizard is from Missouri. I don't know where in Missouri, but somewhere in the St. Louis area. All right, let's get to it. Let's do the Super Retro Con haul, my friends. Now, Visions, these are all old. I haven't, because my eye was hurting me today, I didn't do an intense look, but tomorrow I'm going to do an intense look. I'm going to try and find some more of these little pins to put on my backpack, but this is the entire pin collection. But I bought some pretty cool shit. I just wish I could have stayed for the whole thing, but my eye was hurting me. Alright. New Super Retro Con t-shirt. Let's have a look, shall we? There we go. So I may wear this t-shirt tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Love it. Knight Rider t-shirt. Check that out. Pretty sweet. And then Fear's got some more Legos. Check this bad boy out. Well, I'm going to have to put this guy together, so give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. So I didn't even know Baby Mario existed, you know? But apparently Baby Mario existed, so... Baby Mario, because I'm a big fan of Mario, and I was like, why have a Baby Mario? But I'm like, okay. I guess he's in some video game, Baby Mario. I thought it was just Mario with one of the shells, because this kind of reminded me of Mario Go-Kart from the Super Nintendo, because that's what the shells looked like in Mario Go-Kart. I grew up with that video game, but I had no idea there was Baby Mario, but there we are. So yeah, so that must be a new character, or it's a new character for me. Anyway. And then I got Mario's Go-Kart. So yeah. Awesome. This piece fell off. There we go. I'm going to have to fix it later. And then I got this really cool Bowser. And I think this Lego Bowser's from like the new movie. I mean, because Bowser has never really changed. Bowser's always been a dinosaur with spikes on, so he doesn't really change. Yo, what's up, Pixel? Hey, Pixel, thanks a lot for that glorious prank. Everybody in the Discord thought the Adam the Woo pic was, like, fake, so I had to prove everybody wrong. But that was a funny joke, Pixel. You are quite the trickster. You are quite the hilarious prankster, my friend. All right, I just got to attach these hands. There we are. But I loved this Lego figure of him. So, Lego Bowser. Pretty sweet. So, I don't know where I'm going to put this guy, but he's definitely going on my Christmas tree this year. So, I'll find him somewhere. I'll put him on a branch or some shit. So, there we are. And really, it was a 2-for-1 thing. I just wanted to get Baby Mario, and I already had gotten a Mario, but I didn't have a Mario with his go-kart. Because he said, what was your favorite character whenever you played Mario Go-Kart growing up? I said, oh, well, Mario, of course. He's like, well, he goes, I'll make you a deal. And I was like, ooh, I like deals. And he goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, if you give me $15 for Baby Mario, the Go-Kart, and Mario, goes, I'll throw in an extra figure for free. I went, really? I went, all right, well, that sounds good. So, because he said, Fears, you've put our Lego booth in so many of your vlogs. He goes, you're not a customer anymore, you're a friend. I went, well, I appreciate that. And he goes, what free item do you want? I went, can I take that big Bowser up there? And he went, go for it, Fears. And I went, well, thanks, buddy. So, yeah. All right, let me catch up with the comments. Or you know how Sega is. If I don't keep up with the comments, he'll have a damn shit fit. By the way, I haven't talked to Sega in a while. How's he doing, guys, on his break? I know he's having a 6-month break. I think that's too long. And I had a chat with him, and I said, Sega, I know you want to update all your equipment. I said, and that's good, because you want to make your Twitch and the video gameplay that much epic. But I said, I hope you don't lose a lot of fans, Sega. And I said, I'm not trying to scare you. I said, 6 months away with no content, Sega. That's a long time, buddy, And he's like, yeah, but Fears, I need a break. And I said, hey, listen, Sega, enjoy your break. So, yeah. I just hope he doesn't lose all of his subs and stuff, Anyway, let's see, where did I leave off? I like the black and red contrast. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Visions. Yeah. Well, one, I like Knight Rider, right? And the guy's like, you can get this t-shirt either in blue and black or red and black. I said, there never really was any blue on the show. I said, Kit had a red beam. So I said, of course I want the black shirt with the red. And he went, oh, good choice. He goes, yeah. I just wanted to switch it up and he goes, blue's my favorite color. And I looked at him and I said, oh, so is mine. And then I showed him a picture of Fears Man. He goes, you made that? I said, well, I didn't make this one on my phone. My friend made it. But I said, I came up with the character. And he goes, and I swear on my life, he said this. I'm not shitting you guys. He went, what, is it a play on Superman? And I wish he would have said, is it a parody of Superman? Because it's not really a play on Superman. It's a parody. And that's what I said to him. I said, yeah, it's kind of a play on Superman. I said, Superman is a bit of an ingredient. He's kind of an inspiration. But I said, the good thing about Fears Man is, me and my buddy Randall, we steal shit from other superheroes and put it in Fears Man, and then I said it's more of a parody. I said it's a parody on a parody on a parody. I said we parody the shit out of not just Batman, Superman, pretty much every superhero alive, and then I said I add bits and elements and bits and pieces of my own life and Randall's life into it. I said, and then I take suggestions from my fans, and then if they have a good suggestion, which every suggestion you guys have done is pretty awesome. There's not been a bad suggestion of Fears Man. I said, I'll throw that shit in there. And he goes, where can I find them? So I bought the t-shirt. I said, oh, you got to subscribe to me. He subscribed. So I got a couple more subs today. Let's see. Carmine says, hey, I put my lunch in those bags. I mean, I think a lot of people do, Carmine. Great day, guys. See you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. He's a new fan who did follow me at the show. I appreciate you following me. I followed you back. Let me go to his channel. I'm pretty sure this is the same guy I talked to. Hang on. Yep. I met you at the show. Yep. Thanks so much. I forgot your name, man, but this guy does a bunch of impressions. So you gave me your business card, which I'll show off. Well, I won't show if it has your phone number on your business card, man. I won't show it. But thank you so much for subscribing. You know what? I subscribed to you on my vlog channel. I did not subscribe to you on Fears Man. So real quick, let me subscribe on my main account. Because hey, man. Us content creators, we got to help each other out, buddy. So, there it is. I just subscribed to you on both. I'd already subscribed to you on Fears Vlogs, but I had to hop on over to Fears Man and subscribe. Now I subscribe to you. You got 2 more subs, buddy. So, there it is. Helping people out whenever I can. And you did a great impression. The only thing is I wish I would have got your impression on camera. So if I see you tomorrow at the show, come up to me and I'll get some of your impressions on camera because the fans have got to see it. What up, Dan Aykroyd? Good to see you. Pixel says, Fears, Yoshi's Island has a baby Mario. Oh, okay. Well, probably the reason why I didn't know, Pixel, is, one, you guys know Fears in video games. I like movies and pinball better. I like the occasional video game play. And Pixel, here's the thing. I've never played Yoshi's Island, so that's probably why I didn't know that there was a baby Mario. So, to all the nerds out there, I apologize. I bow down to you. I'm sorry that I didn't know about baby Mario. Now I do. So, yeah. Sega Camp would disown you, not knowing Baby Mario. Well, Pixel, don't tell him, please. Now I know. I never knew about him, you know? I never knew about him. Larry says, you tricked me, Pixel, you fucker. Oh, shit. Damn. I think that was a little harsh. Let's see. Exhumed Vision says, those are really good shops, Pixel. I've never... Well, speaking of shop visions, I watched Adam the Woo's vlog today. Oh, well, maybe it was his vlog from yesterday, because he hasn't posted Super RetroCon today. He always posts, if he films today, which he did, he'll post it tomorrow. He's always like one day behind, I guess, because he films every day or whatever. And he said, Fears, you have got to do a vlog at this place. He goes, you like horror, right? He goes, I've checked out your content. And I went, yeah. He goes, go to this place called Atomic Horror. So I don't know where it is, but I'm going to have to look it up. I think it's in Orlando. It's called Atomic Horror. He goes, Fears, they've got everything. He goes, you like Ghostbusters, right? I went, I'm like, Adam, that's an understatement. He goes, yeah, shitloads of Michael Myers and Ghostbusters, all the shit that you love, Fears. Now, he didn't say it like that, but he said a variation of that. But so get ready for an Atomic Horror vlog. And Pixel, you know how we love horror. He said, Fears, it's anything and everything to do with horror. And I went, oh shit. I'm like, I gotta check this place out. So I said, Adam, say the name again. And he says, Atomic Horror. So I went to his channel, and if you look in his last vlog, yesterday he went and saw the Ghostbuster movie with his buddy. And I guess before they went and saw it, because in the vlog he said, I'm going to go watch Ghostbusters at around 9 o'clock. Him and his buddy went to this store called Atomic Horror, and whew, he was right. They had a lot of cool shit in there. So maybe in a month, I'm going to do another Disney vlog. Maybe after the Disney vlog, I'll do Atomic Horror. But trust me, I've added it to the list. Oh, yeah. I've added it to the list, my friends. How are you doing, Dan Aykroyd? I'm doing pretty good. Beer Man saying, hey, buddy, you better be good in here. What is your obsession with calling us good little boys and girls? We're not... Listen, Beer Man, I love you, but we're not little boys and we're not little girls. And listen, you know that Fears will be a good host, and everybody in the chat is being on their best behavior because they know the consequences. If I see any trolling or making fun of my family or my mom or my dad or any bullshit, I usually give everybody one chance. I'll time them out, and then if some idiot comes in and starts saying some racist shit or trolling my fans or trolling me, then I'm like, yeah, you're an idiot, bye, you're gone. So I'm just saying, not every day you have to say that it's just a little weird. We're good little boys and girls. I'm like, I'm sure everybody in this chat is an adult, you know? I'm just saying. Let's see. If I'm in this stream, I'm doing A-okay. Well, there you go, buddy. How was the park staffing, John? Did we take any kneecaps out today? Thank God, no. I was ready, though. I was on the defense. I'm like, I swear to God, I'm like, if these idiots give me any shit, you can't park in this square. I'm going to be like, oh my God, here we go. I was ready. If they would have brought up that damn square, I would have been like, fuck you, I'm parking wherever the hell I want to park. But I'm sorry, not sadly, gladly, no one gave me any shit. I came up, they said hello, they said, because there's a lot of conventions going on at the same time. On the other side of our convention, they had some type of like Chinese anime convention, and then they had another Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. So I wanted to go over to the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, but I was afraid if that Yu-Gi-Oh security guard was over there going to give me another, some more shit. So they had 3 conventions: Super RetroCon, a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and then a Chinese anime convention. So I stayed on my side. So I just rolled up, Dan Aykroyd. I said hello, and they said, "Oh, excuse me, what convention are you here for?" I went, "I'm here for the Super RetroCon." They said, "Okay." They said, "That'll be $10 for parking." I went, "Okay, here you go." And I said, which way is it? I said, "Is it on this side of the fairgrounds or this side?" Because Jeff always switches it up. She goes, "Oh, yeah." She goes, "Just go in to the left, and then you see where that big square is?" And in my mind, I went, oh, God, here we go with the fucking square thing again. So so in my mind I said, oh bitch, if you say anything about the fucking square, I'm gonna be taking some kneecaps out. You know? That's what I was thinking. But what I really said, she goes, you know that big square over there? And I went, yeah. She goes, you can park anywhere you want in that square. So what I really said was, oh, okay, great, thank you so much. I drove off and I said it in my mind, thank God I can park anywhere in that square. They're starting to get it. They're finally starting to get it. Because in my mind, I'm like, it does not matter where you fucking park, just as long as you're in that square. Now, I could see if they said something to Fears if I parked outside the square, then that wouldn't be following the rules. But I followed the rules. I parked anywhere I wanted inside the square. And of course, Fears parked way at the front. So I can be the first one in and the first one out, you know? So yeah. So thank God I didn't have to cut a bitch. Because that would have been bad. Pixel said, yeah, review the parking situation. I did, buddy. It was good. It was good. Let's see. I'm still working on it, Dan. Dan Aykroyd's kind of a hard impression to do, you know? But I'll try. Larry says, one day behind is not bad. It isn't. It isn't. And I even asked Adam, I said, I don't know how you can do vlogging every day. And he said, well, he goes, I've gotten used to it. He goes, it's all I do now. I said, that's true. I said, you've made it more of a job. So I'm going to tell you guys what me and Adam talked about. But I want to catch up with the chat and show you guys the rest of the stuff that I got. Shout out to being a spoiled rich kid, classic Fearsism. You know what? You know what? I joke about that, Pixel. But you know who invented that, right? Quentin actually invented that one. He went, Fears, you're just a spoiled little rich kid. And so me and Randall had enough one day, so I know Quentin was floating around in the chat. And I went, hey, Quentin, guess what? Yeah, damn right, I am a spoiled little rich kid. And I'm like, fuck you. And I said something like that, but anyway. But I don't want to say too much, because before this stream, I literally told Quentin that I'm going to be more civil, and I said for him to be civil. But I only said that because you brought it up. So anyway, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, and then I will continue on with the reveal. But while I'm gone, just study my great cup, and I'll be right back. So just study this. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. All right. Oh, there we go. Yo, I'm back. Classic Fears, using the restroom in the middle of the fucking stream. You know, I try to go to the bathroom after, before and after the stream, but sometimes I just have to do it in the middle, so excuse me. It can't be helped sometimes. I gotta put a napkin down because I put so much ice in it. When I went down like this, I guess it's just dripping like from like water and condensation from the ice. You guys can probably see the condensation on it. This thing was filled with water, and I had to like wipe this off. So I was like, "Oh, give me 1 second." You know what, Vision? I probably should have put some vodka in it, because Fears hasn't had any Skull vodka in a while. But it's too late now because we're already like what, halfway through the stream. But next time, my friends, next time. All right, where did I leave off? Let's see. I'm searching on the internet and I can't find anyone doing a Dan Aykroyd impression. Listen, there will be one. There will be when I do it. Pretend Storytime says, all right, see you later, Fears. Peace out. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Thumbs up to you, Pretend Stories. Listen, before you go, get your head out of your ass. Move away from fucking New Jersey, man, and get back to Florida so we can hang out. I remember Pretend Story, I love you. I'm not making fun of you. But I must make a point here. Listen, you moved out there for some woman. Well, the woman treated you like garbage. Fuck her. Get rid of her. You know? Come back to Florida. I remember you and me had a chat. You're like, oh, Fears, my girlfriends treat me like shit. Well, then get rid of her. If she's being a bitch, then obviously she's not worth it. So politely say, hey, guess what? Pack your shit and get the fuck out. Guess what? I'm going to go back and hang out with Fears, and I'm going to go back to Florida and get some fun in the sun. That is my advice to you, my friend. If some woman treats you like crap, well, then she's probably not worth it. And that goes not even for a girlfriend. If somebody in your life, let's say a friend, anyone, they're treating you like crap, get the hell away from them. You don't want that negative energy in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's just my forte on it. That's my 2 cents on it. All right, let's continue on. I hope things get better, Pretend Story. Come and hang out with Fears. All right. So if you guys remember, oh yeah, Fears got some more stickers, Visions. Check this shit out. So you guys probably should all remember these from Back to the Future. Remember the little tiny little pizzas? They're like in the little gray bag, and she like rips it open with her teeth and like sticks in the little tiny pizza in the hydro maker. Well, this image was on that gray little bag, and I picked these up at the booth where the people were filming the documentary. Oh, sorry, it was upside down. There you are. And I look at them and I'm like, wait a minute, is that from the movie? She goes, oh yeah, John. And I was like, I want to make a deal with these guys, but I'm like, it's for charity. So Fears was nice. And they're like, I said, how much? I said, how much for two? And they're like, they're like $2 each. See, if it wasn't for charity, the old Fearsmeister would have been like, no, crap, garbage, 50 cents. Now we're talking. But because it was for charity, I went, no problem. So I paid $4 total. $2. Well worth it because it's for charity. So I don't know where I'm going to put these, but I'll find a good spot. Then I got some free. What? Free? Free? Fears likes free, especially at a convention, my friends. When you go to a convention, get as much free shit as humanly as possible. Oh, I got some more sugar packets today. Don't you guys worry about that. I got some free sugar packets. And then, you guys have seen these before, but they always hand them out at their booth. Some retro rat stickers. One of the best stores to find nerd stuff. I've been to their store twice. Just each time I went, I didn't film. And the guy was like, Fears, when are you going to film in our store? And I was like, soon, my friends. I said, I'm only one Fears. I can only get to so much content. But I said, I'll get to as much as I possibly fucking can, you know? Better have brought home some Sweet and Low. Oh, I did, Visions. And you know what? I may wear the Sweet and Low hat tomorrow, buddy. I'm thinking about it. Visions, I like his humor, guys. And he's a good friend. You fucking made me a sweet and low hat. I about fucking puked my mind out. But in a good way, not in a bad way. I open it up and I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I'm like, a fucking sweet and low hat. I'm like, oh, this is great. So Visions, it's not if we hang out. When we hang out one day, oh yeah, I'm bringing that hat and I'm wearing it, buddy. Oh yeah. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's fucking great. So yeah. All right. What else did Fears get? Check it out. So there's this guy. I guess from what he told me, this guy wants to spread positivity, and I think he got something happened to his arm. It's in the vlog. I can't remember. So I think he had nerve damage in one of his arms, and they fixed it or something. So now he can wave, but he said for a while he couldn't use one of his arms. So he said, whenever I come to conventions, I try to spread positivity. So he invented, it has a mechanism in it, and I'll try to take a photo of it tomorrow, or I'll film a little video on my phone so you guys can check it out when I show you guys what I got tomorrow. He made this little arm that waves, and so he would use his other hand to wave hi to people. And he said, now that I can use my arm, at conventions, I always wave at people and spread positivity because I had nerve damage in this arm or something like that. And I said, oh, but you still have the hand that you made? And he goes, yeah. And so he said, now I made shirts, and he calls himself the guy who waves at things. And because I did an interview with him, he gave me some free decals. So I'm going to put some of these on my car, and some of them on my plastic container with all my other stickers. But I loved his story. He goes, yeah, I had some nerve damage in my hand. I said, well, did they fix it? He goes, eventually they fixed it, and now I can use my arm. And I was like, damn. I'm like, well, sorry, man, that you went through all that shit. I don't remember the whole story, but I'll talk to him more about it tomorrow, and I'll get a video of his machine where he made a full-on hand, and the hand waves at you. But that guy was really nice, and because I did an interview, he hooked me up with some free stickers. I told him I would pay for them, and he went, no, Fears, you're so cool, just take them. And I was like, hey, thanks, man, I appreciate that. So, shout out to the guy who waves at things. Well, I'm not going to wave, but I'm going to do a double thumbs up to you, buddy. All right. And because Fears bought the 2-day package, Jeff hooked me up with some Super RetroCon stickers, so let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Yeah, man. Oh, man, these look pretty cool. Super RetroCon sticker. Pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, these are all going on my plastic container. Every single one of them. That's pretty sweet. Oh, shit, a blast from the past. Fears is so old. I actually remember buying cassette tapes. Sad but true. Sad but true. I did buy some... Oh, actually, I'm so old I bought some beta tapes and VHS and some cassette tapes. There it is. Oh, this one's pretty cool. This is probably one of my favorite ones. A Super RetroCon Slurpee sticker. That's awesome. You know what? I may put one of these stickers on my my movie prop shelf. Just like put it on one of the sides or some shit. That would be cool. Shout out to Tinder Immortal. You would love this one. Tinder Immortal, if you want this sticker, you're more than welcome to have it. A VHS tape going into a slide cover of Super RetroCon. So Tinder Immortal, let me know if you want this and I'll mail it to you. And then a Florida Toy Show. By the way, I actually made a mistake. Jeff said, Fears, I watched one of your lives and you said Friday was the last day you could buy tickets. And I was like, yeah. He goes, that's not true. He goes, you can buy them up until the convention is done. So I said, oh, so you can buy them on the days? And he said, yeah. He goes, so let your fans know. So, if you guys want to come to the show, anyone in the Florida area, just go to Florida Toy Shows and Expos. It's not too late. Go to FloridaToyShowsExpos.com and get your tickets, or go to the Facebook page, Florida Toy Shows and Expos, and buy, sell, and get those tickets. These stickers were pretty cool. All right. So I donated a third time to the Back to the Future people, and I got this really cool sticker, Back to 1885, and then 1.21 gigawatts sticker. That was pretty cool. You know what? Here's that guy's business card. The Great Impressionist. I cannot show it because it's got his number on it. So, The Great Impressionist, I would show your business card. It even has your website on it, but I cannot show this card because it's got your email on it and it's got your number. And I'll be honest, Super Impressionist guy, most of my fans are nice, but I have some crazy trolls, not a lot, but some, that if they got a hold of your email or your number, they will troll the goddamn bejesus out of you. So I'm not going to do that to you because I actually care about people's thoughts and feelings, and I respect people's privacy, and I don't want what they did to me to you, my friend. So, yeah. But what I can't show is for donating, I got my actual official DeLorean Time Machine License to Travel card. That's pretty cool. So, yeah. So I donated to them 3 times. And then, you guys, these should be familiar. Fears handed out some Subscribe to Fears Man 26 stickers today to fans, or to anyone that wanted some. So if you guys want one of these stickers, I have a lot more in that little bag right over here. So if you want a sticker, send Fears some fan mail, and I will mail you back a sticker, or 5 stickers, 10 stickers, however many stickers you want, Fears will give you. So I'm going to hand more of those stickers out tomorrow. And then I got this cool Freddy sticker. So I got a lot of stickers today. The reason why I didn't get any, like collectibles or any, like, vintage toys is because my eyeball was hurting. So I left kind of early. This is cool, though. This guy had a booth, and he was selling all these vintage, like, Disney stuff. And he goes, "Have you ever seen this?" And I was like, "What is this?" And I guess back in the 80s and 90s, Epcot, people smoked a lot more in the 80s and 90s. And so he said, these are original Epcot matches. It's a matchbook, and it's still got matches in it. I could not believe it. Here. Oh, well, I don't want to open it. It's still got the staple on it, but you guys can see it. The matches are, can you see it in there? And I was like, this is from the 80s? This is an original? He goes, yeah. He goes, when I was a kid, I went up and just grabbed like 4 or 5 of them. I said, you're selling them on your booth? I said, how much do you want for one of these? I said, I love old Disney shit. And he's like, there's only one left. You can take it. I went, oh, I like free. And he goes, well, doesn't everybody? I said, yeah, but I said, you have no idea. I said, watch my vlogs. I tell my fans I'm the master at deals. So this is probably the best deal, my friend. Free. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. So, let's see. I did use the selfie stick today, Triple, so thank you. And that's it. So no pins today, but I'm going to find some pins tomorrow to put on my backpack. Or I'm going to try. So there it is. Let's see here. On your car would look dope. I'm going to put some decals on my car. I've already got the Subscribe to Fears Man 26 on the back of my car. And I've showed you guys that in a vlog. I just ordered, before the convention, I ordered a TikTok one and an Instagram one. So I think the next social media I'll get is probably another version of the YouTube sticker, because they had, I keep burping. Pardon me. They had two versions of the YouTube one. So I got the long one. I want to get the fatty play button one on my car too. But yeah, Carmine, I'm going to put some more decals on the back of the Fearsmobile. So yeah. Well, it wasn't a disease, Carmine, but thank you for your prayers. I just had something stuck in my fucking eye, and it was burning the hell out of my eye. I finally got it out. It was an eyelash or something. Because, oh my God, when I got home, I took a shower and whatever. I washed my face, because I always wash my face in the shower. But I especially scrubbed the shit out of my face for whatever was in my eye. And it finally got out. And I was like, God, it was burning the crap out of my eye. So yeah, it was nuts. But anyway, let me review Super RetroCon. I get there. Somebody asked, I think Crackpot asked in the Discord. Let me see if it was him. Let me make sure it was him. What the fuck did you guys talk about? Me and Adam, I came up to him. I'll be honest, I don't remember everything that we talked about, but I'll give you guys the highlights. So I came up to him and said, hey, Adam, I said, it's Fears. Do you remember me? He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, I remember. He goes, so good to see you again. And he said, so how's the vlogging? So he asked that. I said, oh, the vlogging's great. And he goes, how's work? How's everything else? I said, work's going good. And he said, family? I said, family's doing good. And he goes, I did see one of your videos and heard about your grandma and your dad passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. I said, thank you. I appreciate that. And I said, hey, I said, speaking of my channel, I said, I finally got monetized. And he went, which one? Fears, man? I said, no. I said, not yet. I said, Fears Vlogs. He said, hey, man, you got to start somewhere. That's great. Larry doesn't like him for some reason. He's always been nice to me. Larry, for some reason, does not like Adam the Woo. And you guys are going to have your own opinions. To me, he's a very nice guy. He's never been mean to me. He's always given me his time. I got some pics. I didn't want to bug him today because I saw his vlogging camera in his hand. And I said, well, I wanted to try and get another interview. If he wouldn't have had his camera in his hand, I was like, oh, well, I don't want to bug him. He's probably trying to do his own vlog too. But this is the longest I got to hang out with him. We hung out for a couple of hours while I was there. So that was pretty cool. So just to hang out with him more and get to know him more was cool. Because he is one of my heroes, you know, on YouTube. I'd say my four top heroes on YouTube is Casey Neistat, Adam the Woo, Roman Atwood, because all those guys make fucking legendary epic vlogs. Blows my vlogs out of the water. I mean, I know you guys like my vlogs, but their vlogs are fucking more killer than mine. I mean, because they have more money and shit, you know. But I aspire to be that good one day, you know. I mean, I know I'm doing all right, and you guys like the streams and the vlogs and shit, but I always try to better myself in everything I do, you know. And then the fourth one, I mean, I gotta give some love to the Sega Camp Gamer. Those four are like my four top favorite. Well, and LC. So yeah. But I gotta throw Randall some love too. So let me, you know, hang on. So LC, Randall, Adam the Woo, Casey Neistat, Roman, Sega. I think that's it. Those are like my top, you know, 6. So yeah. What else did we talk about? Let's see. I asked him how he was doing, and I congratulated him. I said, Adam, I don't remember what vlog it was, but I said I saw one of your vlogs that you recently became a homeowner and bought yourself a house. And he goes, I did. He goes, I did buy a house. And I said, hey, man. I said, that's fucking awesome. Congrats. And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's homey. And the thing about Adam is he's very quiet off camera. He's not as... outgoing's the wrong word. when he talks, he is outgoing. But you know how some people are shy? Some people are not as outgoing as Fears is, and I have the gift of gab, and I can hold a conversation. And I've heard from a million people, Fears, you are a great conversationist. He goes, you can keep a conversation going. You're good at asking questions. You're good at topics. And I was like, oh, thanks. So he said, so a bunch of people said, those are all your strong points. You're great. He goes, some people are not good at that. And Adam's best friend was there, and I didn't ask him today, but I've asked him in the past because I've met Adam 3 times, and his best friend usually comes and hangs out with him and vlogs with him. And I said, Adam seems real. I said this to him, to his friend at one point. I said, Adam seems real quiet. He goes, John, I'll let you in on a little secret. He goes, there's another reason why Adam does vlogs too. He goes, he likes to make content, but he also makes it to express himself more. He goes, sometimes when he's not in front of the camera, he has anxiety and he doesn't say much. He's kind of quiet. He's nervous. So he said the vlogs have helped him to be more outgoing and say more. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So off camera, he doesn't say a lot, but when he does talk, he says really important things, nice things. He knows his shit about movies and games and stuff because we were talking about a whole bunch of shit. But I don't hold that against him. Some people are just shy. Some people are nervous, you know. But he was very outgoing to me. He said, hey, Fears, it's great to see you again. He asked how my family was. He's a Christian, too. And he said, I'm really sorry to hear about your grandma and your dad, which was really surprising because I didn't know he watched. And I said, oh, how often do you watch? He goes, oh, I don't watch every single stream or every single vlog, but he goes, I try to catch, he goes, I catch you now and then. I said, fair enough. I said, Adam, I understand. I said, you're very busy. I said, I'm just grateful that you catch my videos and my live streams occasionally. He goes, yeah, he goes, I try to watch people, that I like and care about and stuff. And he goes, Fears, he goes, anytime I hang, the 3 times we've hung out, it's always been a blast. So, but I swear to God, he did say this. He goes, hey, Fears, I haven't seen that interview yet. I went, I know. I'm like, my fans are asking about it. He goes, I did do that like a year or 2 ago. I said, I know you did. I said, trust me. I said, it'll be up. I said, I promise. And he goes, I think he said something like, what, you don't like me, Fears? I said, no, Adam. I said, it's not that. I said, I told my fans, one of my goals is to get my content up faster. And he goes, I'm just joshing with you, Fears. He goes, I know you'll get it up. He goes, but I had to do that. So I remember us talking about that. But yeah, Crackpot, it wasn't like a lot of stuff. I mean, we just talked here and there. And then he talked to my buddy Robbie a lot, because Robbie and him used to be friends before Adam the Woo became famous. So they were like childhood friends. And then I became Robbie's friend, and he's always at Jeff's shows. He's a cool guy. So yeah. So it was just cool just chatting with him about random things. He was a very, I told Larry off camera, I'm like, Larry, I don't know where you're getting this Adam's dumb, Adam's this, I was like, Adam's a very nice guy. I said, he's never been a dick to me. I said he's outgoing as much as he can, but I said anything he said has been super nice to me. He's a very nice guy. So yeah. Well, congrats on yet another successful convention, John. The legend of Fears Man surely has grown today. Yeah, I mean, it was cool meeting Adam the Woo a 3rd time. I'm like, this is pretty fucking cool. The thing is, I could meet Adam 9 times, 10, 100, 1,000, a million, and it would still feel like the first time because he's one of my heroes. I'd say the 3 top influencers that, because I've been watching Adam and Casey Neistat and Roman for as long as I've been on YouTube, which has been a very long time. Because they already had YouTube channels after I created my YouTube channel. So, and I created my first channel 2009, 2010, after my buddy in film school said, Fears, do you know how to make a channel? I was like, no, help me make a channel. I said, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Just help me out. And he's like, yeah, no worries, Fears, I'll help you. So without my friend helping me, I probably would have never had a channel. Thank God he helped me with it. And then once I figured out how to do it years later, obviously I made Fears vlogs by myself. So Yeah, we're getting there, Dan Aykroyd. The legend of the Fears Man and the content. It keeps growing and growing and growing. I mean, I'm very proud of of how far I've came, what I've uploaded, what I've done, who I've met. I've met some legendary people in my lifetime, you know. I'll give you an example. Now, don't take this example the wrong way. You know, if you guys ever watched Forrest Gump, obviously Fears Man is not as stupid as Forrest Gump, but if you watch the movie, Forrest bumps into all these famous people. Throughout my life, I've bumped into famous people. I've met Steve-O, you know, I've met Adam the Woo, I've met the new, what's his name? The guy that plays the new Punisher, and he was Shane off The Walking Dead. John Berthenhall, I met him. I've met Kane Hodder, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Pixel, every time he hears this story, he's like, Fears, I'm so fucking jealous. And I'm like, Pixel, I'm jealous of you. You met fucking Nick Castle, the original fucking Michael Myers. I'm fucking jealous. And he's like, yeah, but Fears, you met one of the best Jasons, not once, but 3 times. And I said, true, but I said, listen, I said, as much as I love me some Jason, I will always like Michael Myers better. Visions don't kill me, because I just think Michael's better than Jason. But my second favorite is Jason. Fuck that Freddy crap. Larry was like, oh, Fears, like Freddy would take down like Jason and Pinhead and Leprechaun and all these other guys with like one arm tied behind his back. And I was like, oh, bullshit. I don't care if he can like fight in his dreams. Michael would shred, slice, and dice that fucker in 2 seconds. You know? Plus, Jason and Freddy have already fought in a movie, right? Jason, well, I will say this though. It was a draw. Freddy fucked up Jason, and Jason fucked up Freddy. So there was no winner. But I'm telling you, Visions, that's one movie I want to see. Freddy versus Michael Myers. Like, do a sequel, for God's sakes, you know? Like, it's a sequel to Freddy versus Jason. And then maybe have Jason show up at the very end, you know? And then he starts fighting both of those fuckers. I don't care. Just Hollywood, fucking make it happen, you know? We must see it. We must see it. Let's see. Randall's passage to you in this tiny book of magic was very touching. I have read it, Dan Aykroyd. Well, that just shows you how good of a friend Randall is. Because he didn't have to do that, and I appreciate him doing that. So, yeah. So, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But anyway, to rate Super RetroCon, let's see. Vision says, Michael Myers, Jason, Leatherface, all badass mongoloids. Well, you know what? Michael isn't a mongoloid. Jason and Leatherface is. Michael's just some, like, disturbed kid that became a disturbed adult, and he likes Halloween, and he likes killing people on Halloween. So, yeah. Yeah. Freddy was a... He was. I always forget about that, Visions. I always forget that before he became Freddy, he was like the spring, because the city of Springwood is where Freddy kills all those kids and the adults. I always forget that at one time Freddy was a pedophile. I always forget that. And he killed a bunch of kids, and then before he became Freddy Krueger, that Fred Krueger was his real name, but whenever he was killing kids and killing adults and all that other crap, he was the Springwood slasher. Because in Freddy vs. Jason, Robert Englund played him without the makeup on, and he said, years ago I was known as the Springwood slasher. He goes, then the parents of Springwood had had enough, and that's when they're like, Krueger, we're ending this tonight. We're ending this tonight, Krueger. And then they throw, like, I forgot what it's called when you put, like, a little handkerchief in a bottle of, like, alcohol and they light it on fire. Like a cocktail. You know what I'm talking about, Visions. They throw that homemade bomb through the window, and that's why he gets burnt, because they blow the shit out of his his house or his apartment or whatever he lives in, and he just got fried to a crisp. And then once they killed him, then he got all of his powers and shit. So yeah. But I always forget that Freddy Krueger once started as a pedophile. I always forget that. So yeah. Let's see. How many movies do we have on deck? What, to watch, Carmine? Here's the next few watches, my friend. I just completed all of these. And I did review The Spy Who Loved Me. And last night I watched The Man with the Golden Gun, but I forgot to review it for you guys. So I'm going to review that tonight. Next on the list is my favorite James Bond film, Moonraker. So we're going to watch Moonraker. I'm going to try and finish this entire Bond thing. And then after Bond, then I'm going to start watching D-Man's movies that he sent me. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's on the watch list, my friend. Let's see. I see so many movies that are wrapped up back there. I know. Check this out. Oh my God. There's those in the back, some of these, and I've got one more movie, Visions, in the Leprechaun series. I need to watch Leprechaun Returns, and then that series will be done. So, yeah. Plus, in between the movies, I'm watching Maxwell Smart, Get Smart. Because me and my dad used to watch that. And me and my grandma, and me and Grandpa Fears. Grandpa Fears loved some Maxwell Smart. So that's another reason why I got it. So yeah. Anyway. Let's see here. Dan Aykroyd said, Fears, what about Michael Myers versus Hulk Hogan versus Frank Stallone? Oh shit, how great would that be? That's quite the duo, my friend. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Visions, I forgot that, yeah, you're right. I mean, you're 100% right. When he's the Springwood slasher, and they don't call him Freddy at that point. His real name is Fred Krueger, but then once he gets all of his powers, he's Freddy. I completely forgot that as he's the Springwood slasher, I forgot that Fred Krueger is a pedophile. I forgot about that. So yeah. Let's see, who would win, Rocky versus Rambo? Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, damn, Visions. I mean, they both have got their good points and their negatives. Like, Rambo, I feel, is a lot smarter than Rocky. So Rambo's got two advantages. He's smarter than Rocky, and he's got military experience. You know, he knows how to make bombs, and he knows how to use weapons and shit. But Rocky is like a fantastic boxer. Like, no matter how many times he gets punched in the face, he just keeps coming back. And in the movie, I think it's in Rocky 2, like, Apollo Creed's, like, manager's like, what's this guy made of? Stone? He either says it or Apollo says it. I can't fucking remember. And I think Apollo says, this guy's not breaking. No matter how many times I punch him, he just keeps coming back for more. Like this guy, it's fucking endless. Like, I can't take this guy down. He says something like that in Rocky 2 or Rocky 3. So, me personally, Vision, I think Rambo all the way. Plus, I read online, dude, I think Sylvester Stallone, oh my God, I hope it's true. I hope it's not internet bullshit. Because you know the internet, people make up tons of shit on the internet. Like, oh, I heard this. Oh, they're going to make this. Let's make it a reality. I heard online. You guys ready for this? Rambo 6. Oh, God, please! I'm like a little kid in a candy store. Me want, me need. Me want, me need. Listen, they can make as many Rambo movies as they want. I fucking love Rambo. Rambo is such a good film series. Oh, my God. Like, when I'm 90, they could still be making Rambo movies, and Fears would watch every single one of them. So, me want, me need. All right, let's continue on. Let's continue on. So, to review what happened at Super RetroCon, I met Adam within the first 20, 30 minutes. Then I went to the bathroom a couple of times because my eye was bugging the shit out of me. They had, the highlights were, I took some pictures in front of the DeLorean time machine. I took some pictures in front of Knight Rider. Met the guy with the arm swinging, and he told me the story about the nerve damage in his hand and all that. But now he can use his arm. Got a few pictures of his booth. Interviewed him. Let's see. Bought a bunch of stickers. Bought the Legos. So really, the Legos were the only collectible toy I got. And I got some free stickers and that. And then I went up to Keith Coogan and started talking to him, and I said, if I don't buy an autograph and a picture today, buddy, I'll do it tomorrow. Now, I've already met him, but he's such a cool guy, and me and him, he added me on Instagram, and he follows my, he's got his own YouTube, so he followed me on YouTube, and I think he said, Fears, I'm going to follow you on TikTok. I think he has, but I know for a fact he followed me on Instagram, and he subscribed to my YouTube channel, and he said, hey, and his wife was there, and he said, hey, and the last time I met him, which was last year, he said, hey, Fierce, if I subscribe, he goes, me and my wife have got a vlog channel, and I said, Keith, you're in like 3 of my favorite 80s movies. Toy Soldiers is fucking great with Sean Astin. I said, you're in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I said, and then you're in Adventures in Babysitting. So I said, it would be an honor to subscribe to your guys' channel. I said, plus, dude, you just subscribe to my channel. I said, fuck yeah, I'll subscribe. And he's like, oh, thanks, Fears. So I don't know if he's added me on Facebook yet. I think he has, but yeah. I'm concerned about your eye. Well, don't be concerned, Carmine, because it feels a lot better. How does the eye feel tonight? Well, now that I washed out whatever hair was in my eyeball, and it's not hurting anymore, so you got nothing to worry about, Carmine. Let's see, what else did I do there before I rate the con? This is only day 1, by the way. I will admit, the prices have came down for the food, you guys. Don't worry, Triple. I filmed them. Oh, yeah. And then they had some really good music. They were playing all 80s and 90s songs, so that was good. So Fears is going to rate it a 9 out of 10 for day 1. That's right. All right. Moving on. Well, to end with, let's review The Man with the Golden Gun. It's one of my favorite James Bond films. It's not my favorite. My favorite is what I'm going to watch tonight. Before I go to bed, I'm going to upload some pictures. I'm going to grab a late dinner because I didn't have anything at the convention because I wasn't about to pay those outrageous prices for food. I'm going to have some dinner, put away all this nerd shit, and then I think I'm going to try and edit the Ghostbuster theater vlog tonight. I'm going to try to get that up by tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow when I get back from the convention. And then probably Sunday or Monday, I'm going to start on Super RetroCon. Get that one up first, and then start working on all the other old ones. But the Titanic one is almost done. I'm putting the last bits and bobs to it, so, because you guys have waited long enough. Long enough. But yeah. So, Man with the Golden Gun. Okay, it's great. Christopher Lee's in it. He's played a lot of villains. Count Dooku. He's played fucking Dracula, for Christ's sake. So, him playing the Man with the Golden Gun, he's such a cool, like, Bond villain. He's such a cool Bond villain. He's got, like, all these, like, hot, sexy babes around him, and he lives on an island, and his, like, mansion on the island is, like, the best fucking made-up movie mansion I've ever seen in a movie. He's got everything on this private island. Bond comes there. He knows there's something off about this guy, and then my favorite scene is in the James Bond series. James Bond, the only 2 women that he doesn't have sex with is his colleague and friend Moneypenny. Moneypenny is like, it's not James Bond's sister. She's like a sister to him. And then he's never had sex with, well, it's implied that his friend Goodnight, her name is Mrs. Goodnight, it's implied they have sex, but it never shows them on camera kissing or having sex. And one of my favorite scenes out of the movie is the man with the golden gun kidnaps Goodnight. Then when Bond gets to his private island to rescue Goodnight and take the villain down, he goes, listen, before we do anything, he goes, we're civilized people, let's have lunch. And then he challenges Bond to a duel. He goes, you're Walter PPK versus my golden gun. And he's like, well, you only got one shot in that golden gun because the bullet is made out of gold. And so is the gun. It's made out of gold. And he goes, I only need one shot. And he goes, well, that's fine. I'll take you up on your offer. And then Goodnight walks in, and he's like, having fun in the sun, Goodnight? Because she's in a bikini. And I love that scene. I love the way he says it. He's like, she sits down, and he just kind of like casually like nudges her. And he's like, having fun in the sun, Goodnight? Because she's in a bikini, and she's sexy as hell. And she's like, yes, I love it. And she kind of nudges him back like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, this guy kidnapped me. Like, you got to help me, Bond. So it's like their secret talk of like, get me the fuck out of here, you know? So that's my favorite scene. I mean, Roger Moore as James Bond, solid. He's pretty awesome. He's pretty awesome. I like Sean Connery more, but Roger Moore, he's really good. I'd say my three favorite Bond guys, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and then, I mean, Timothy Dalton was okay, but I love Daniel Craig as James Bond. I'd say those three. Daniel Craig, Roger Moore, and Sean Connery. So, yeah. But, yeah, so I'm going to give The Man with the Golden Gun a solid 9 out of 10. It's not a perfect 10, but it's a 9 out of 10. Let's see. Ride the Woo wave and edit that old Adam the Woo interview. Oh, I will, Visions. It's coming. I promise. It's on the way. I shit you not. It is on the way. Because Jason wrote me one day, and he made me laugh, dude. Jason wrote me and said, Fears, where the fuck is that goddamn interview? And I'm like, I swear on my life it's coming, dude. And then today Visions, the same photo that I sent you, and you're like, oh, cool, Fears, you got to meet one of your heroes. And I was like, hell yeah, man. I sent it to Jason, because me and Jason are friends, just like how me and you are. And I love what Jason said. He goes, Fears, until I see that interview, you have not met him 3 times. This is the first time. I started laughing. I'm like, okay, Jason, I really have met him 3 times, but I'm like, go with that, buddy. But I thought that was funny. So, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Dan Aykroyd, I'm superhero called the Prime. Oh, shit. You know what? That's a really cool name for a superhero. The name's Prime. Super Prime. There you go. Or the Prime, like you said. So I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. But anyway, that is it for today, my friends, because we've been going 2 hours and 13 minutes. So tomorrow, though, I think I'm going to do a long stream, to end the weekend, before work. I may do a 3-hour stream. We'll see. We'll see if it tickles Fears' fancy. All right. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with another epic banger vlog, And yes, banger is a British word for banger in England. Like whenever someone's like, oh man, I had a banger of a time, that means another epic time, another good time. That's what that means in England. So back at it again with another great stream tomorrow. Vision says, very good. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot to all my loving and loyal fans. God bless. Sleep well, my friends. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Fears is going to get on a little bit of some food because I'm hungry. I shit you not. Those food prices at conventions, I've got something in my eye. I would never, oh my lord. If I don't have to buy food, I don't. Oh, no. Crap, garbage. If it's semi-price, if the price is semi-okay, then that's a different story. Usually those prices, though, are outrageous. I'm like, really? $10.30 for a fucking hot dog? Crap. A hot dog should be anywhere from $3 to $5. That's a reasonable price. $10.50 for a hot dog? No. No. So anyway. But see, I don't blame Jeff. I blame those fucking Florida fairground people. But it's not just them. Like, whenever I would go to conventions in downtown St. Louis at that massive convention center, they charged an arm and a leg for the food. And eventually I was like, I'm not doing that no more. So yeah, I'm taking off. But Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to The Fears Man at FearsMan26. Fears Vlogs. Follow the great impressionist, because he's a brand new friend and a brand new follower. Follow Randall. Lord Randall, King of the Magic at Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Pixel. Lord Pixel, Lord of the Pylons at Pixel Protocol. I'll be honest, guys, I'm glad that we're kind of mending the wounds. People are coming back. Pixel's back. Mercenary's back. Now, Mercenary Man, I asked him, and I said, thanks for being honest. I said, hey, are you going to make a new channel and come back? And he said, Fears, to be honest, I'm glad that we're getting along in the Discord, but he said, I probably won't come back and watch your stuff and make a new channel just for that. He goes, I only tune in when you have epic guests on your channel. And I said, well, listen, I said, I appreciate you being honest. So, but slowly but surely, we're mending the wounds of the community, which is good. Now, I'll be honest, there's some people that I just cannot mend the wounds with, and that's just how it's going to be. But for anyone that I feel like deserves a second chance, I will, because I have a big heart. So, that's it. That's it for today, friends, but I'm taking off. Peace. Deuces. I'll see